There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Jesus Luzardo makes his big league debut right after this. Jesus Luzardo steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, Matt, listen, there's a lot of expectation for this guy. He kind of blitzed his way right through the minor league system. All he needs to do is do what got him through the minor leagues to this big league debut here. Keep control of himself. Make sure that he's not afraid to throw the ball over the strike zone. And with a lot of young pitchers, don't give the opposing hitters too much credit. Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have two strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
So stepping in, Mike Trout, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the 0-1. 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
On to first, in time to take care of Trout, a double play. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
In now is Anthony Rendon. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
The windup and the 0-1. Shoots this one over to first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Angels held in check there. Angels nothing, A's coming to bat. We're back after this on MLB Network. Julio Teheran gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Kemp on at first, nobody out. Takes this the other way to right, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, man, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
That one's in there. 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. 2 down.
Batting fifth.
So now it's Mark Hanna. Tehran sets. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Pickoff move to second, and he'll get back in standing. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Goodwin's in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from MLB Network. Saturday baseball after this. Start of the second inning here in Oakland. Let's check in with Heidi for more on the weather.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you've got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table. All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
One strike to Pujols. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Laureano has a play. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 18, Brian Goodwin.
Stepping in, Brian Goodwin. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he lays off for ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier, making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled off. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Trout patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense.
The center fielder.
And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
The windup and the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
3-2 to the A's center fielder.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Goodwin will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter.
Here's Chris Davis now. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
To 1-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fletcher is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in now, David Fletcher. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series. 0 for 8.
David Fletcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And a barehanded pickup. Not in time. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Here's Tommy La Stella now, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
spin and a throw back to second. Fletcher leads off second with nobody out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Luzardo is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
And now the runner's trying for third. He swings and misses. Throw down. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with one away. Stepping in now, Max Stassi looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In there, 0-1. Luzardo has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games, and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and Trout has himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. Oh, and his game of hide and seek ends as he's tagged out to. Ready now, Austin Allen. He's got over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far.
Austin.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's. Now at the plate, Tony Kemp drew a base on balls his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. He pulls this one into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. But this is speared by the first baseman, and they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
The batter, the shortstop, Martin. Simeon.
Digging in to try it again, Marcus Simeon. First offering on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at one apiece.
You know, D-Roll, there are some hitters that just love to come up in clutch two-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Here's a look over to first, just keeping him float. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some more of the colorful characters here at the stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rendon, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there. One out.
The left fielder, number 8.
Standing in, Justin Upton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way to Upton. High in the air out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Albert now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Albert Pujols.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Mark Canha. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Canha. tell you, it's cold out there tonight. So why not try to warm things up with a visit to one of our many stadium snack bars. Hot coffee, hot chocolate, hot tea, even hot dogs. You name it, we've got it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Trout will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And to this point, these two have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. Hit hard to the right side. Here it comes. Ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Again, he sends it out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Ramon Laureano. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
A strike, and it's 3-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And this one misses inside a ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Trout has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Oakland. 5th inning coming up. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
That's for the Angels. The second baseman, David Fletcher.
Into the box, David Fletcher. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tommy LaStella.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy LaStella. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. But the runner's back easily. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. Here's the first pitch to him. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Max Stassi. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels strand one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Digging in, Austin Allen. He reached on a single in his first try.
The catcher
sends that one out of play for strike one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Popped straight up. Rendon in foul ground, but this will land untouched.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Upton. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ron gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Grounder down the line at third. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Into the concrete staircases and gone. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty. First home run of the campaign for him, and the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Certainly a home run worthy of show track, and we see here that ball was blasted off the bat at 116 miles an hour. The distance wasn't too shabby either. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Upton's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Ready once again, Mike Trout, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
2-0 now. Big pitch to Trout, 2-0. A high fastball is in there.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Hard hit to first. Olsen is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The third baseman.
So striding in, Anthony Rendon. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Behind 0-2 now. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Angels are gone in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Mark Canha. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he takes a called strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And a full count for Canha now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Fletcher ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Laureano is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame them. And I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out. And he will indeed issue the warning to both benches.
Yeah, and at this...
Well, obviously not fighting on the first two, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
Now batting, catcher,
digging in, Austin Allen, to see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Comes set with the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. And no one will track it down. 0-2, here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Jacob Barnes trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Into the box, Tony Kemp, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That's wide, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A's have to settle for just the 1. Here's Justin Upton now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Luzardo is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is safe at third base. Runners at the corners now for the Angels with nobody out.
Number 18.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Ari Almanzar will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
He's running it first for the Angels. Number 10.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now, they've cut the lead down to 2.
The batter number
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Sliding into the box, David Fletcher. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily. Almanzar on second. Goodwin at first with no outs. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back in standing. The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Tommy La Stella. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. And he's back standing. From the stretch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Number 33, Max Stassi.
Digging in once again, Max Stassi, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Jason Castro will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, Jason Castro.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. To second for 1. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Jason Castro will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Defensively for the Angels. Now
he's ready. Here's the first offering.
15, Jason.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus.
The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there, and you have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Felix Pena takes the mound now as the new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted an eternity, so it seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume. Marcus Semien will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ball one. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? One there on to first. So he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Up next for Oakland.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
He loses him on ball 4. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. 1-0 the count. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt. Yusmeiro Petit has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36.
Ready for another chance? Angleton Simmons. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 1 for 3. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Now in the box, Anthony Rendon. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Angels go down 1-2-3. Striding in once again, Matt Chapman. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And that misses ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
Striding in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano. A couple of walks for him thus far. Ty Buttrey is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. 2-0 now.
2-0.
Outside and low, 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 2. designated hitter.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. LaStella has a play. Throw won't get him.
Now
Riding in, Austin Allen. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. 0-1 the count. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. A line shot to third base.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. No balls and a strike to count. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And that retires the side. A's strand a couple, and it remains a 4-3 game. Liam Hendricks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
16, Liam.
Leading off the inning, Justin Upton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Here comes the 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Bounce to first. Olsen has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth.
Now batting, number 10.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ari Almanzar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Olsen scoops it up, and the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
The right fielder, number 18, Brian.
Into the box now, Brian Goodwin. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Don't want to forget about him. The 2-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Full count now, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. The throw to the plate. He beats the tag, safe. And that ties the ball game in the top of the ninth. And he is in there.
You know, D-Row, there are some guys that shy away from hitting when it really counts. Top of the ninth, and this guy comes through to tie this thing up.
Yeah, he was able to slow the moment down right. Still a bottom of the ninth looming. Let's see if they can tack on a few more.
And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Castro. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set. The 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fletcher over at second. LaStella on at first with 2 down. Popped him up. Chapman has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd. Stepping up now, Stephen Piscotty. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. And it's 1-1. One and two now. This one's down to third. Rendon has it. And that's out number one.
The batter, number 10.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Goodwin, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. A's are gone in order. Still all square. Lou Trevino takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 62.
At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Soft liner towards short. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Into the box now, Mike Trout, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. And he popped him up. Olson in foul ground, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first in time to take care of Trout. A double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rendon. Fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Angels go quietly there. This game's stepping in, Mark Canha. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against.
Hansel Robles comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Number 57.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. No hit. Santa Maria. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.